set up a company called Cav OK with the intention of providing IT support to people who operated light aircraft, in particular flying schools. Due to that, somebody else who'd come up with an idea of having a method of recording flights automatically, flight times automatically, approached me, got together, and we developed a system which we then added a web application to that enables flying schools, flying clubs, private owners even, to automatically record their flight records, have them uploaded into a database, and have a web application which uses those records and generates others to actually provide everything that somebody who operates a light aircraft, runs a flying school, runs a club, to do online, with all the advantages that brings. So having a web application makes a lot of sense. People can access it, have access to the information they need and so on, without, as has typically been the case, an awful lot of paper being generated and getting lost as it gets passed around different organisations who need it. So our strategy for this year is very much a growth strategy, getting more customers signed up, getting more users on board, growing the business. When we were in the development phase of the business, we simply extended the use we had at the time of a web hosting company. We got a web server, VPS, with them, and that was fine when we were developing it, developing the business, developing the concept. But as we got towards the point of needing to go into a commercial phase, it became apparent that really what we had was a server, and that was it. Any questions about how do we do this, what do we do that, we need to do something else and so on, that was, well, it's your server, get on and do it. And that really wasn't going to work for us going forwards. So that was the point at which we made the decision to move to a much more supported environment and came to Hyperslice. Since then, we have been in a position of having not just a cloud server, a company that supports that and supports us in what we're trying to do with it. Important to us as the business grows is obviously for the capacity of that server to grow with our business. As we add more users, more customers, then it is going to be required to perform to a higher level of capacity, and we need a platform that can grow with us to develop that, and I think that's what Hyperslice is able to offer us. That really is why we're with Hyperslice, and because we've developed a very strong relationship with them. We see the support we need there. We have an ability to communicate with them and to get a response from them in something much more proactive than simply, here's a ticket system, give us your question, we'll give you the answer. The nature of our relationship with Hyperslice is very much one of a partnership, and that is critical to our future development. We need the expertise they can bring to supporting and helping us operate our server safely, securely and reliably, because we simply wouldn't be able to do that on our own. That is not our expertise. We need somebody to bring that to it, and that's what Hyperslice does. We're looking for a service that can grow as we grow. We can add capacity to it. We've already started that process, and one which can guarantee us a very high level of uptime. Any downside is a real problem to us because our customers are relying upon this service literally on an hour-by-hour basis, and whilst we all understand nothing works perfectly all of the time, we need people who can respond and overcome whatever the problem is as quickly as possible and as far as possible seamlessly from our customer's point of view. That is what we're able to rely on with Hyperslice. I think critical to how we operate with Hyperslice is this question of being able to consult with them, not simply pose a question and get an answer. When it comes to developing things like disaster recovery strategies and all that goes with that, backup strategies, etc., we need people who've got answers to those questions and can help us develop answers which are suitable for our business, not simply people who can simply say, well, here's a backup system, over to you. And that is what we've been able to do. So having the ability to literally get on the phone, talk with people, discuss people, have online meetings with people, talk to people who know what they're talking about when it comes to the technology we're using, That is critical to our business, and without it we simply couldn't have the confidence to go to our market and say we can deliver.